जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल। Everyone. जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Everyone. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। What is the topic? Name first. If someone can you give me this mic? Hare Krishna. Oh, this is better. One more singing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Stadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. अजानुलंबितो भुजो कनकवदातो संकीर्तनैकवित्रो कमलायताक्षो विशंबरो द्विजभरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो जयतां सुतपङ्गुर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्पदाम्भुजो श्री राधा मदन मोहन भक्त्या विहीनय अपराध लक्ष्य क्षिप्तश्च कामादितरंग मध्ये कृपामयी तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते शरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते शरणारविन्दम् विश्वसर्ग विसर्गादि नवलक्षलक्षितं कृष्णाख्यं परमधाम जगद्धाम नमामि तत्त्वा सुदुस्तिज्य सुरेक्षराजलक्ष्मी धर्म इष्ट आर्यवचस्यदगादरण्यम् मायामृगं दैत्यप्सुत अनुबधावन् वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम् श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद all together हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्माला धृति नीरादितपाद पंकजान्तो अयि मुक्त कुरयुपस्मानं परितस्तं हरिनाम संशयामि श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। Maharaj ordered me to speak first and then he will going to take over. I'm not that qualified as Maharaj. He knows so much shastras and very realized. But he want to check on me what I'm going to say, if I'm going to say correct or not. And then later on he's going to correct me. My humble obeisances to my Guru Maharaj. Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Stotra Shad Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And similarly to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Stotra Shad Bhakti Vedant Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharti Goswami Maharaj. My innumerable Dandvat Pranams to the lotus feet of the entire Guru Parampara, to Sri Sachinandan Gaur Hari and all his associates, to Sri Radha Madhav Ji and all his parikars, and all their parikars, to the most respected Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Ashram Maharaj, who is kindly, mercifully present here to give us some blessings in form of Harikatha, and to all respected devotees, Vaishnava and Vaishnavis, and to our dear host, whose heart is more bigger than this backyard, who can accommodate thousands of people here, along with his wife. They both have such big heart. Without any consideration, any other consideration and doubt, they all always open the door of their heart and the backyard, which is this temple, to have the Harikatha session, regardless any season, any preacher who comes here in New York. Special thanks to Mataji and Krishna Mohan Prabhu. Big clapping for them. I'm a little confused where to begin with. There's so many things to say. So many things. Krishna Katha is endless. There is no beginning, there is no end. There is no Adi, there is no Ant. Because Krishna himself is Anadir Adir Govind Sarva Karanam Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. He has no beginning, he has no end. And similarly, Krishna Katha is no beginning, no end. So sometimes get a little confusion from where to start with, from where to begin with. And then it gets more hard to how and where to end with. And time slot is 30 minutes for me and 30 minutes for Maharaj. But now I'm not putting any foundation on him, he is independent. But just saying for the sake of time frame, what I heard from the host, 1 hour Harikatha session, and then we're going to have Arati and some presentation, and of course delicious Mahaprasad. So while sitting here, I was thinking, we are living in this world of fear. Bhaya, this world of fear. But this fear comes when any tragic incident happens in our life or in someone's life related to us. Or if we see a news, the plane crashed, tragedy. And next time, if we are boarding a plane, a fear. What if this plane going to crash? Any accident happen, any incident happen to our relative, our friends, a fear comes. What if it happens to me? But then this fear gets forgetful after some days. No one is even thinking of air crash anymore. It's done. So we are living in this world of fear and simultaneously forgetfulness of that fear. The root cause of that fear, the origin of that fear, what is the root? Bhayam dutya vineshita syad patasya viparjya smriti. Page 20. Bhayam dutya vineshita. This fear begins from, the origin of fear is dutya vinesh, second absorption. Second absorption, if we say second, that means there has to be some first absorption too. Krishna atere vastu. There is a spiritual fear and there is a material fear. There is a spiritual lust and there is a material lust. There is a spiritual greed and there is a material greed. So lust, anger, greed, they have many different directions. Basically two. material direction and spiritual direction. We have lust and many desires which get fulfilled and unfulfilled in material world. Similarly, these desires, this lust is also present in spiritual world. There is greed. If we believe or not, there is greed present. We are living in this world of greed. But there is also greed in spiritual world. Then there is fear of different sorts, different kind. But then there is also fear in spiritual world. Hence, there is a difference between the spiritual world fear and the material world fear. Big difference. That fear in spiritual world is pure transcendental, and that fear brings happiness and bliss in the heart. The fear of material world, whereas the fear in the material world gives us sadness and depression. But what is the origin of this? Viparja Smriti. Viparja Smriti means how to say this? Viparja Smriti? Forgetfulness. Out of deluding energy of the Lord, external energy of the Lord, which is called Maya. Yeah? That Maya, which is external energy of the Lord, is a reflection of another Maya of spiritual world, which is called Yoga Maya. And what Yoga Maya creates a situation also of fear. And who's getting fearful in the custody of that spiritual Maya, which calls Yoga Maya? You getting my point? Who's getting fearful? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He gets fearful by seeing how his mother, Yashoda, she's carrying cane in her hands and twisting the ear of Krishna. Gope dade kritghasam dam tavad yate dasha ashu kali anja samraksham vaktra vininya bhai bhavan stitasya savabhamohiti bhirapi yad bhiveti. First canto Bhagavatam, Kunti Devi saying this. Oh Krishna, I remember those days when you were performing some notorious activities and seeing you getting so naughty. Your mother Yashoda, she took cane in her hands. Gope dadakrit gasam dam tava yate dasha ansha kalij ansha samaksham vaktra bhavinya bhai. When you got fearful and you were trembling in fear to see how Mother Yashoda is angry on you and mad at you. But to a surprise, Bhirapi yad bhiveti. Even the fear get fearful by hearing your name, Krishna. And you're the personification of that name, Krishna. You are fearful to see how your mother is mad at you. What kind of fear is that? Transcendental fear, which is creating a bliss in the heart of Krishna and in the heart of Mother Yashoda. And this applies to all associates in Golok Vrindavan, the spiritual world. That's called actual fear. That's called real fear. That's called transcendental fear. But that fear takes a distorted form. Replica of that fear is the material fear, which comes from Maya, external energy, which is so powerful, which is independent in nature. Whose Maya is that? President of the country? His Maya? The creator of this universe, his own Maya. Devihi Yashugunamai Mam Maya Durattaya. Krishna is claiming this in Gita. Mam Maya, my Maya, Durattaya, very wicked. It's very difficult to overcome. I know this. But I'm not saying it's impossible to overcome. I'm saying difficult to overcome. Krishna is saying, Krishna said, I'm not saying this is impossible, because there is a possibility there, which is very easy. No, Krishna, maybe for you it's easy, but for us it's very difficult. Because your Maya has grabbed us. Krishna said, no, you're wrong. Not my Maya has grabbed you, you have grabbed my Maya. Once upon a time, one guru is teaching his disciple, my son, my disciple, my dear, give up Maya. Gurudev, you don't know. It's not me, it's Maya who has grabbed me. Gurudev said, no, my son, you have grabbed Maya. Disciple said, Gurudev, because you are not in Maya, so you can't relate. You don't know. Maya is very powerful. Maya just caught me. And his Gurudev said, okay, I have to give him a practical demo of this. He came out from his room, and outside there was a tree. He got and he grabbed one tree. He embraced a tree. Oh, my disciple Krishnadas, this tree has caught me. It's not leaving me. The disciple said, Gurudev, it's not the tree, it's you who have caught the tree. Release your hands and you are free. Gurudev said, this is what I am trying to explain to you. You need a practical demo of this. It's not the tree, it's me who has embraced that tree. Similarly, you have embraced Maya, not the Maya has embraced you. Devi Yashugunmai Mamaya Durattaya. I know my Maya is very powerful and it's difficult to overcome, but I'm not saying impossible, because second line Krishna said, Mam eva prabhadante mayam etam taranti te. If you surrender unto me, very easily you can overcome Maya. But Krishna, surrender unto you means what? We don't even see you. We surrender to our boss in office. We do according to what our boss says. Rest, working people here. The boss says you have a meeting. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You can't avoid that. You surrender to your family. Whatever wife says, you have to do this. Yes. I just wanted a confirmation here. He confirmed that. So we are surrendered to the situations. We are surrendered to the political situations, the law situations. Yeah, we have no right there to say anything else. We have to obey that. Similarly, Krishna is saying, surrender unto me, but Krishna, we can't see you. Therefore, I'm done. I can't overcome your Maya. No, wait a minute. I'm not finished yet. Surrender unto someone similar to me. Krishna, who is similar to you? Krishna said, my representative. My representative means a bona fide guru who comes in your life. Surrender unto him because Acharya Mam Vijaniya. I myself come as an Acharya. Not that Acharya is my manifestation. Acharya Mam Vijaniya. I myself comes as Acharya. So that people can have access and they can overcome Maya. Surrender to my pure devotees and follow their direction. Similarly, in this shloka, bhayam ditya vinesheta syad. In the last he said, Guru Devatma, surrender to your Guru. Means entire Guru Parampara, entire Acharyas. They will give you directions. They will give the GPS. Follow this direction, follow that direction. Careful from this, careful from that. They will give the direction. Everything is not bhakti. They are here to explain us what is not bhakti. We are here to learn what is bhakti. And they have to say so much about what you're thinking and what you're planning to do and what you've done in your past is not bhakti. You're just wasting your time. Beating the empty husk, getting nothing. And you want to extract rice from that? The wheat from that? No. Beating the empty husk. That's why in our Sanatana Dharma, people, they follow some rituals from years and years and years. But because they don't listen and surrender to someone who can give them right direction, they think whatever they are doing is bhakti. Which is not bhakti according to the Shastras. So you can cross question me, what do you mean by Shastras? Shastras means law books. Anything which has been said in Shastras as the bona fide instructions is bona fide and authentic. Anything being created with human being or with my own mind whims is not law. I can't say, yeah, crossing red light is offense everywhere else, but crossing red light in Queens is not offense. My mind says this. Is that right? Try to cross. Try to jump red light and you see what will happen. But my mind says in Queens this is no problem. In Bronx it's not a problem. Yeah? Is that true? Law. Therefore, try to understand this. A correct bona fide direction. There is one aspect which is called Nitya Dharma. There is another aspect which is called Naimittik Dharma. Please understand this. Maharaj is here, whoever preacher comes here, we are here to help devotees and respected guests. And when we say we are here to help, means not help in the form of entertainment. Not manoranjan, entertainment of the mind. For that we have so many TV channels which is entertaining our mind. We are here to entertain the soul. When the soul gets entertained, Jayatma Suprasiddhati, when the soul gets nourished, when the soul gets food, then one feels, I got something very substantial. For very simple example, today we have a festival, a program here. And we all know after program there is always a delicious prasad. Forget about, they have not cooked anything. They only had pickles today. Mango pickle, lemon pickle, chili pickle. Because pickles are very delicious, full of all spice. And it's all about spice. If we only going to get pickles and some chutneys, can it nourish our body? It's delicious though. Entertaining our tongue, giving a flavor, but it's not enough for filling our belly or giving us nourishment. Understand? This is called entertainment. The food means exactly as rice, dal, puris, pakoras, samosas, rasgullas, halwa, sweet rice, gulab jamun, chickpeas, black eye. All this stuff, cakes, this is what? is food. Similarly, there is a food for the soul, and that is only and only Hari Katha, the topics of Krishna. Other things are only supporting that, giving some nourishment to that. But actual nourishment only possible with the food of the soul. So there is a Nitya Dharma, there is a Naimittik Dharma. What's the difference? I come across many people, they say, I spend 1 hour every day to feed birds. I spend 30 minutes to feed ants. Or I stand at any roundabout, volunteer service, and I control traffic. 2 hours I spend every day because I'm retired. So I'm serving humanity. This is bhakti. I'm serving birds. This is bhakti. I'm serving animals. I'm serving ants. This is bhakti. Is this bhakti? Yes or no? No. This is not bhakti. Devotion only applies to when there is bhakti, devotion, that means implies when Lord is the center of your activity. Very straight, without any filtrations. When Krishna, when Shri Ram, Shri Narayan, the Lord is the center of your activity, that is straight bhakti. Other than that, if any living entity is the center of our activity, it's called Naimittik Dharma, which is temporary, it's not bhakti. Oh, but the Lord is present everywhere. If I'm serving ants, the Lord is present in ants also. Is that same? Serving an ant and serving the Lord. There's a very fine line difference. I'm not saying anything from my mind. This is Shastras. If you believe, if you don't believe, but this is the truth. Maybe my words are a little harsh, but Shastra means Shastra. Shastra means weapon. A very beautiful weapon to cut the knot of the hearts. What knots? Which we tying over the years by visiting here, listening here, all these different thoughts. Those are the knots tied. And when the sadhu, the bona fide sadhu comes, he cuts that knots. Tato dusanga musijjat sassu sajjet buddhiman sant eva chindanti mano vyaksabam tuvi. It is advice for intellectual class. Tato dusangam pusijya. Give up the bad association. Bad association doesn't mean you are associating a druggie. The bad association in other sense means the association with unbona fide processes and the directions which I believe this is bhakti, but actually it's not bhakti. You getting my point? We dwell in this from so many years. We are born and raised seeing this. Especially those who are, from India or afflicted to India. Western world, they don't mind, they don't know anything. Serving ants, serving God, serving dog is one and the same thing. But because we are born and raised with these samskaras, we need to know actuality of the definition of bhakti. To protect our that tender faith and devotion, which should be kept reserved for only one direction, for the pleasure of the Lord, not for the pleasure of anyone else. That fixed direction is called bhakti. Take back from all other directions the faith and the surrender mood for everything else, and consolidate together with one direction only, the direction towards Krishna. That's bhakti. So this is fear. But Krishna is giving us a very comfortable words. Me and Maharaj was there in Houston, we were discussing on this. Neha bhi karma shoshati pratyavayana vidyate swalpamasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Again the word bhay, fear. Krishna is giving us a promise in Gita. Anyone who's following this direction, which direction? The direction which I am instructing. So Krishna is not an ordinary personality, He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. If anyone following this direction, the direction of my instructions, I am giving this promise. A little endeavors on this path of bhakti saves you from great dangers and fear. Krishna is saying, it's Krishna who is saying this. Not any politician. When he say this, he mean this. A little endeavors on this path. And then, if a person started following this direction of Krishna, but didn't achieve any perfection, he died, or he or she gave up. Oh, I'm not interested anymore. I lost my faith. What is the harm? Krishna said, no harm. I'm going to keep this reserve in my locker. Whatever devotion, whatever percentage of devotion, whatever services you perform for me, I'm keeping this in a locker. For whom? For you. See in your next life. See in your next life. Because I'm not giving any shortcuts here. Because this Krishna is saying, I'm very, very particular. I need to know time, otherwise I will keep on going. Have time? No, it's already 8. 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
5 minutes.
10 minutes.
Overrule. Krishna is so calculative, and sometimes we as Hindus or following Sanatana Dharma, we take for granted the words of Krishna. Whatever I do, Krishna is there to look after me or to fulfill everything. No, sir. This is very calculative. I'll give you one example. From Srimad Bhagavatam, the pastimes of Krishna in 10th canto. There was a demon. When Krishna killed Kamsa, there was a demon Jarasandha. Very powerful. He attacked Krishna 17 times. And Krishna is so clever and tricky. Jarasandha bringing so many demons to Krishna in Mathura. Krishna is killing all the demons and spared Jarasandha. Jarasandha again collects so many demons and bringing for Krishna. Krishna is killing everyone but sparing Jarasandha 17 times. And Krishna's elder brother Baldev Prabhu said, Krishna, what are you doing? Why don't you just kill your enemy? And Krishna said, brother, all this, we are here to kill all these demons. We don't know where they are hiding. So this is my trick. I'm killing everyone else, leaving him alone, because he's going to bring all the other demons next time. We don't know where they are hiding. So it's just like work remotely, work from home. We don't have to go anywhere. He is bringing everyone here. But this time Jarasan demon became also he acted very tricky, and he brought Kal Javan, a demon who had this boon that no Yaduvansh, mean anyone who in the dynasty of Yadus can kill him. Now Krishna is in Yaduvansh, in the dynasty of Yadus. When Kal Javan, when he saw Krishna, Krishna saw him, Krishna turned his back and ran away from the battlefield. Run chor. And he came in a cave where one king, whose name was? Kya naam bolo? Huh? What is his name? Jaman? What is his name? So many times I spoke this last time. Okay, then I'm also forgetting. There is no hint. Maharaj knows. Maharaji? Muchkund. Don't forget next time. King Muchkund was sleeping there. How many hours? Not hours, years. And years he was sleeping there. Why he was so much sleeping? He took some sleeping pills? Melatonin? No. He got these boons from demigods. Long story short. He helped demigods to fight against demons, and because of his support, the demigods win over demons. So in return, the demigods, they gave him a boon. He asked the boon, I want to sleep and don't want to get disturbed. If anyone going to disturb and open my eyes, the person should turn to ashes. Many kids, they want this kind of boon. Mommy should not disturb me in the morning when I'm sleeping. So King Muchkund was lying and sleeping in that cave for years. Krishna knew this because Krishna is in the heart of everyone. He intentionally brought the demon Kal Javan running behind him, chasing him in that cave. And Krishna, he put his pitambar, yellow shawl, on the king and he hid from there. Now Kal Javan entered in that cave and thinking Krishna is sleeping there and snoring, and he kicked King Muchkunda. Muchkunda opened his eyes, and as per the boons from the demigods, the demon Kal Javan turned to ashes. Okay? What is the purpose of saying this story? We're coming now. Krishna appeared in front of the king, and king saw the Lord in front of him. So beautiful. Krishna is so beautiful. So king started adoring the beauty of the Krishna, and with folded hand he started praising. He's also showing us what we are supposed to do. Imagine if the Lord appeared in front of us. What are we going to say? Krishna, Krishna, please, 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 before you leave, I need a Mercedes. A bigger house, please. Or XYZ reasons. But King Muchkunda showed us with example what he prayed for Krishna. Here lies the important point. He said, Bhavapapa vargo brahmato yada bhave janasya tat achyut sat samagama satsango yahi tade sadgato paraveshe tvai jaite ratihi. King Muchkunda, this also in the shloka book. Bhavapapa vargo brahmato jasa. The king with folded hand praising the Krishna, saying, what he said? Very important point. When the time of a living entity, of his repeated cycle of birth and death comes to end, he comes in the association of sadhus And in that association of sadhus, paraveshyatai jaite rati. They get realization of God and they get delivered. Okay? Imagine what Krishna did. If anyone prays Krishna, praising the association of devotees in front of Krishna, is supposed to be very impressed. Yes, he was very impressed. But you know what he said to the king? Oh King Muchkund, I am very happy. I am very pleased. You praising Sadhu Sangha, association of devotees, but you never ever perform Sadhu Sangha in your life. Okay? So first go and perform Sadhu Sangha by see you in the next life. And we are taking Krishna so easy. In whatever way I want to offer anything, Krishna is bound to accept my prayers. Here lies the evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna said, I'll see you in the next life. Even though you're praising and glorifying Sadhu Sangha, but you're not done Sadhu Sangha. First go and perform Sadhu Sangha. Go to my sadhus. Pay obeisances there. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashna sevaya. Serve them. Pay obeisances to them. And then inquire from them something very important and tangible. Inquire something important, not basics. Who's going to be the next president? Or who's going to be this and that? Not this. Inquiry word? Athato Brahm Jigyasa. Who is the Supreme Lord? Why? Who am I? Why am here? And why am I suffering here? This kind of inquiries give pleasure to the sadhus and give pleasure to the Lord. And we are here to give pleasure to Him. Okay? We are not here to give pleasure to each other. We are here, all of us, we are here to give pleasure to the Lord. How? I am giving pleasure by speaking about Him, remembering Him, and you're giving pleasure by lending your ears to hear the topics about Krishna. It's called Shravanam and Kirtanam. And when you go back home, of course we praise prasad cooked by respected devotees. Very delicious. It was very nice. But when you go back home, tomorrow, day after, don't forget what you heard. Remember this. Remember this. Even if you can't remember the complete part of the story, just one takeaway can save us from great fear. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Might pass on to respected Maharaj.
Gyananjana Shalakaya Chachu Amritam Tasmai Shri Vanchakapa Kripa Sindhivya Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Go Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Jayo, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaurahari. Gora, 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 Gora. Gora, 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 Gora. Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaurahari. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Don't be shy. Come on. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaurahari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai, 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 Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai, 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 Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaurahari.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaurahari.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo, bolo.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Everybody. Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody.
Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ramo,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Haribo, Haribo.